I want to tell y'all about the biggest recompense in history, and that is when the Gentiles came to the light. Now, if you've ever looked in the Old Testament, you'll read it, and many people are alarmed and will say, this is a terrible God, and they're very blasphemous about it. But if you actually look at what would happen in the future, then I feel that you will be amazed. I'm amazed by it. So if you take and you read the Old Testament, you'll find that the the Jews went into the land of Israel. It wasn't the land of Israel then, it was the land of the Canaanites. But whenever we talk about Ammon and Moab and all of that in the scriptural backdrop, you'll be amazed that not only that they were destroyed and that Yahweh was the one who protected Israel from the different kings who took counsel against them when they were coming back into the land, which of course would make sense for them to do because they were actually... Sorry, one second. I'll be right. Sorry, my daughter was blowing a harmonica in there and it kind of threw me off of my train of thought. So they were going in to take over these different lands, and the kings were there, and they would take counsel against the Lord and his anointed, Yahweh and his anointed, which from a human perspective actually makes sense. I mean, if someone's coming to conquer your land, you're not just going to give them your land, right? So Yahweh protects them in there, and this is the literal Jews at this time. So the Hebrews, the Jews. But what the future held is that the Canaanites and the Ammonites and the Moabites would receive the truth, just like us from I don't know where I'm from, like whether it's English or sorry, that whether it's England or Scotland or Ireland. I believe I have some of all of those types of blood in me from the different family lines that I come from. But that was what the future held, that the Gentiles would come to the light. That's what Isaiah, if you look up the word Gentiles in a search engine like blueletterbible.org, and you look everywhere where Gentiles is mentioned, many people say Isaiah is the Paul of the Old Testament and Paul is the Isaiah of the New Testament because their messages were to the Gentiles. Now, the Gentiles were any other nation besides the Jews. That's what they held. And they would compass sea and land to make one proselyte, and once he was made, he's twofold the child of hell, which is what still happens today with these different religious orders. So, especially when they make their own habits and their own traditions. Now, no Jew in Israel would have ever been in trouble for holding very tightly to the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. But what they did is they added their tradition, and that's what they do today. Like when they make one proselyte, they make them do a confession of faith, they dip them in water, and then they eat crackers and grape juice, and they say a little pledge to whatever denomination they're becoming a part of or religious order, and then they're twofold the child of hell after that. Because of the fact that they believe that they're religious. They believe they're doing God's service. And Jesus said the ones who will kill us will suppose that they're doing God's service. They think they're doing God's bidding. So that's the same thing today with the Reformation, which comes from Roman Catholicism, which comes from ancient Rome, Greece, Persia, Babylon. Those are the big ones there, the lion, the bear, or the lion, the leopard, the bear, and then the beast. So that's where history, a lot of history comes from, those big name civilizations like I just explained. And we see that same nationalism in America. And this is the seventh head, we're living in the seventh head. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. It was the Canaanites and the Moabites and the Ammonites and, the English and the Scottish and the Ireland who would come to the light, right? And, what I'm doing is I'm trying to encompass everybody there, so whether it's black, yellow, pink, whatever color skin we can have, white, that would be who would come to the light. And the Jews were sent into darkness when Jesus came into the city of Jerusalem on the young colt of an ass. He explained that they were going to be in darkness now. They're going to be blind. And the Gentiles would come to the light. So it's a pretty heavy message. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. So hope y'all enjoyed this and see y'all in the next video. All right. Bye.